I don't know what else is new news-wise, but yeah, I just saw that on YouTube.
Oh boy.
Right, guess what, Tim? There's more Fallout 76 news. No! I haven't seen the video yet, but Young just did it 2 hours ago.
All right, we haven't even started the podcast yet, and you're already about Fallout 76. That means it's going to be good. That means it's going to be good. It's fine. It's fine.
It's going to be great.
I just noticed the video. I was literally going to...
I already watched it before I even started.
Oh, thank God, you're our savior.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I didn't get any notification.
I don't get notifications either. I'm just on YouTube all the fucking time. I'm looking for news all the time.
I do have 2 tabs up, but that's just gaming videos.
But welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for February 2020. I never thought I'd live to be this fucking... I never thought I'd live till this year. 2020 when I was growing up was like, oh, it's the future.
Yeah,
there's
gonna be flying cars.
There's gonna be flying cars and flying people. And
welcome to 2020, ladies and gentlemen.
We got it.
We're gonna buy canned air. Oh yeah, you actually can do that in China.
Oh, too soon.
What is this turning into, the Lorax?
Too soon. Come on.
That was before that. It was before that even became a problem, Silver.
I know, because the pollution is so bad. But let's move on. This isn't a podcast about real life issues. This is a podcast about games. Yeah.
I was comparing Fallout 76 to China.
Oh,
that is.
I mean, when you bring it up that way, isn't those cheap knockoff helmets or whatever? Didn't they have mold in them?
Yeah, I mean they were produced in China, right? I mean that's kind of like the way it's supposed to work.
You know.
Oh boy.
Got to buy those good old American-made products, where you pay more money and they still break. Yeah, buy local. Buy local.
Oh god, yeah.
Don't say shop at Walmart and have any money left over. Shop at your local grocery store and pay $8 for a gallon of milk. It helps out.
Yeah, support your local businesses. You do not want those places to go out. Trust me.
God, we're fucking terrible people. Who the hell's gonna want to watch us? Jesus Christ. All right.
Well, let's get on to the topics then.
Okay. The topic is how much of an asshole the UK people are.
Cool.
Hey.
Wait, actually, before that, Silver, don't we have something to show Tim?
Oh yes. Before we start proper.
Okay.
Tim.
Because we totally haven't started proper by now.
Right.
I have linked you another game I saw in the upcoming games.
Oh, cool. Okay. What?
Yeah, ask yourself why.
Okay, last month it was Deer Simulator. Now it's like Deer Simulator. Now it's $1 Simulator. Okay.
I lost my shit.
What the fuck?
You were literally a fucking.
Oh my lord.
You're wondering why Silver was dying laughing earlier today. About it. This was it.
You
What
were
is it?
literally a one fucking.
You're a $1 bill.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, at least they could have brought you to the strip club. I mean, fuck.
Oh my god, I can't breathe.
I mean, it'll get you in the door. I don't know how much service it'll get you, though.
That's when they make the X-rated DLC, and you're just $1 being rained on hookers at the strip club.
My jaw hurts, my neck hurts, my throat hurts, my eyes hurt.
Now, I hope this game is reasonably priced. It should be at least $30, right?
Yeah,
I
what
mean,
would you buy it for, Murmitch?
I'll buy that for $1. Oh my god, my head.
I mean,
It
this-
would be so amazing if it was actually priced $1. So like,
Oh,
you
man, I
literally
wanna
put
stop
$1 in, and you get the dollar back in the game.
that'd be great. It costs $1. You got a $5 DLC that gives you a $5 bill instead of a $1 bill.
Oh my god, I
The more
can't
money you're
breathe.
willing to put in, the more.
Competitive.
Bigger dollar bill you get to see.
It's got a crazy esports team. I've got a $1,000 bill. Your $1 bill can suck it.
See now,
man,
what
I don't
what
feel so
happens
good.
with regional pricing though? Because if
Yeah,
Silver wants to
75p.
buy it,
It's
is he going to be able to see a pound note on there?
Nope. No.
Well, it's $1 US. So.
Yeah.
That's true. So it would be what? How much would that be in euros, Silver?
In euros,
How about loonies?
it is 91 whatever they call their cents. I don't know what they call their
Pence?
yes.
All right. So
Yeah, pence.
Silver buys this, and he gets to see
77 pennies.
91 whatever pence
Yeah.
instead of a dollar.
It's 77 pence for me.
Yeah. Or as he likes to put it, 77p.
Oh, hello, P.
Hey, big peepee. Very big peepee.
No. It's 77% of 1p.
I remember my wife. I was watching PewDiePie, and she's like, "No big peepee," and I'm like, "Big peepee."
Every 5 fucking seconds. Beep.
Big peepee.
What the fuck is this shit?
I finally died.
Oh my god.
I fucking hate you.
No, you don't.
Well, folks, if you didn't know why you were here before, you probably know why you're here now.
It's all about the games. It's all about the games, guys. I mean,
It is the gaming podcast.
yeah.
Can you let me fucking breathe?
No, it's the gaming podcast, not the breathing podcast, Silver.
Don't worry, I'll send you a can of air. We'll go full circle.
I'm gonna fucking beat you guys. That's
We are on a roll tonight.
Yeah. Whew, okay. All right, so I
Game
get.
to beat Deer Simulator.
That's great. That is that. Okay, you guys got to find one of these for every month now. Now you're in charge because
it's
you.
gonna be my mission now.
Yeah, because you got Deer last month and you got $1 Simulator this month.
I don't know what they'll come up with next month. We'll see.
All right, Murmitch is in charge of playing $1 Simulator if it comes out in the next month.
Stop it.
Well,
Okay,
well,
nope.
we'll see.
Yeah. If
Depends
it's
on how it's priced.
if it's
When
$1,
it comes out.
if no, it's February 13th.
Yeah, no, it's this month.
Fucking hell. Oh, God. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, I love
Just
that.
in time for Valentine's Day, folks. So if you need a gift,
That really shows how much you care.
it really shows how much value you put into your significant other.
You know what the funny thing is though is I love the tags that it has. Indie casual,
Tags with the tags.
indie casual, simulation, sports, and comedy.
Why is it called sports?
I think that's the comedy.
They spent it on
Actually.
They spent the $1 in a Gatorade, and that's how it all started. After basketball, that's about all the sports that are connected to it.
Well, no, see, the dollar actually flaps in the wind, apparently, so it's actually exercising,
Oh my God, those flap physics! Woo!
right?
Oh my God, why did we have to start this off like this? Oh
It's
my God.
it's gotta at least be $2. I mean, that flap
yeah,
physics.
it's probably
I'm
worth
fucking
more than a dollar.
crying. I'm fucking literally crying here. I'm
Mission
in
accomplished,
pain.
folks.
Yeah.
Everything is
I'm
done.
in fucking pain.
Podcast is over. Let's go. Haven't even started, but we're already done. All right. I guess we'll finally get to what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
We can have fun while we do the rest of it, but don't worry. But you know. All right. What are the games that you guys have been playing over the last month? Let's let people know what's good, what's bad, what's in between, and what Murmitch had to play.
I need to.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and people that have don't recognize Murmitch. Murmitch is now the intern of the
Hi.
podcast. He's got to play all the shitty games that none of us three want to play. So he
much.
he gets to play
all the free or like super low priced crappy games that nobody's even gonna care about in a little bit.
Yeah, but he might find some diamonds in the rough if he does this long enough.
You never know.
Exactly. So don't always go looking for the bad ones. Even though they're free, there is actually some pretty good ones out there. So don't be afraid to actually try some good ones. It's not all about the humor. Sometimes we actually want to tell people what's actually good. But for the most part, just play shit, please. Please. It's great. All right. So who wants to go first?
Don't all jump up at once.
I know Silver has one. I'm just going to make him fucking do Die Young.
Give me a fucking break. I need to literally take a break from laughing.
Okay.
Well,
I haven't really played much new. I picked up Disgaea 5 a while back though, and I've been playing a bit of that.
I can't remember how to spell it.
Disgaea.
There you go. The Saga 5 complete.
God.
Yes.
There you go. Wow, it's got a lot of positive reviews. Look at that. And
It's
anime elf boy with hardly any clothes on the cover. Yeah, that's when you know it's going to be good.
Have you not played a Disgaea game, Tim?
No, I have not. I have not played any of them.
They're like a strategy. Final Fantasy Tactics, I think, would be a great parallel. They play like a RPG, strategy RPG. Lots of humor, very on the nose humor, over the top. Just very entertaining.
I see that. Catboy and cute pink-haired girl. Oh yeah, that girl looks like the girl from Kill la Kill. She does. One of
I
the.
haven't watched Kill la Kill fully yet.
I thought you did with us.
Which one?
No. I didn't even watch it. I watched the first episode with you guys, but that's it.
Oh.
No, I missed the whole thing.
Hmm.
So I'll just watch it solo.
So there's 5 games in the series, right?
Yeah, with a number of like remakes.
I think I have a couple of them on Steam, so I'll have to check them out eventually.
Oh yeah, if you want something for your RPG streams, play this guy game. You have plenty of time to do it, and they are quite fun.
Well, that's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Very grindy though.
Since I guess I'll go first, because Silver's too broken up about
I
that.
just went.
I'll go after
You
you
guys
so we can
are-
give-
No, I mean before him. All right, so I have a game that I suggest you don't play.
Ooh.
Okay, I hardly ever do this. The game's rated positive, but I call bullshit.
the Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal Tactics game. It is.
I heard about that.
It's okay.
That's coming out this month, actually.
Yeah, it's already. It came out today. So I got key for it yesterday, and I tried it out earlier today. And I have to say this, okay? At its core, it's a tactics game. Yes, it is. But my God, is it the bare minimum at that? And for Netflix to make this game, because they're the ones that wanted this game to be made, because it's based on the Netflix series The Dark Crystal, which my daughter loves. And I was like, all right, cool, tactics game, even if it's indie, I don't mind that. As long as it's fine. No, this is basically a game that should have been on iOS or Android that they just put on all the consoles because money. I mean, I imagine this eventually will go to mobile, but for right now, it's bad. I mean, it is, the animations are clunky, they're ugly, the actual, tactics gameplay is so... How do we put it? So streamlined to the point where it's just attack, 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 attack. That's it.
Oh dear.
There's no actual strategy anywhere in this.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it would be cool if it was your first ever tactics game in your life. It probably you'd feel badass because all you do is fucking attack. But
that sounds kind of boring.
As a person who's played plenty of tactics games before, it is boring, it is dull, it is dumb, and it's ugly, and it's just using the license to make money. Because there's no effort put into this game whatsoever, I feel.
And
So it sounds like it's better representation of the original movie than the adaptation.
Yeah. That's what that
Oh
was.
boy. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I mean, it is bad. If you look at that, they're like, we scanned him in the game, and then the character looks ugly as fuck, and I'm like, why?
They look pretty ugly. Just. To be
I know, but they're like, look we made him a video game character. It's like,
They still look ugly,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be ugly,
right?
Yeah.
but I'm saying when they made the animations for them, the animations are doing the fucking robot while you play. I am going to attack you. Yeah.
Canned animation 5, canned animation 4.
Yeah. So
Generic animation too.
I hardly ever trash on a game, but this game's trash. So just
I
want,
guess this game should be called Generica.
yes,
Instead.
it's very generic. All right.
Oh boy.
Do you want me to talk about the game that you told me to play, Tim?
Yep. Just remind me what it's called.
One sec. I've got it on my desktop. Star Fetchers.
Ah. Oh yeah.
There it is.
So,
It was interesting.
Okay.
Like,
It's got 96% overwhelmingly positive reviews. That's with
Yeah.
1,500 reviews. That's not too bad.
is that from people that love Dark Souls?
Probably.
it,
All right.
it was fun. It was, I will admit, it does feel really, really fun dragging your sword around and slashing up everything. Even though, if a bullet even grazes you, like even if it's like underneath your foot, if you get into too close proximity to that bullet, it will just kill you and count it as a loss, and you have to restart the one stage over again.
Holy fuck.
Oh, really? No checkpoints?
Well, there is checkpoints. Once you get there's specific areas of the map that you go through, and then once you're done with that, you go through a door, and then that's your save point. Once you go through a door, that's your save point.
Okay.
But I couldn't get past the first boss fight because I'm gonna spoil this a teensy bit, but the first boss has basically an AK-47 and rapid fires bullets at you, which you have to swing your sword around to block. And even though you're swinging it around, sometimes a bullet will pass through and hit you, and you have to restart the boss fight over again.
Great.
Hey, but you know what? You can't
So
tell.
one mistake means your death.
Yes.
But
You get hit with a sword once, you're dead. You get hit by a bullet once, you're dead, and yeah. And the rule of 3 does not apply to the first boss. Now, does that mean that it's a bad game? No. It's still
Difficult.
a very fun game. It's just very difficult. That I was not able to figure out how to properly do in the short time that I played it.
this is actually, you know what? Actually, it doesn't look that bad. I may even play it eventually because it's going to be in
mean,
episodes.
It's got some pretty funny comedy at the very beginning of the game. So
Maybe even I'll
So-
try it.
It's free, man. What's the worst that can happen?
I know. You get frustrated and angry. You throw your PC on the floor.
Russia takes over your Steam games.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that would be a tragedy.
And then you can't count them anymore.
So, don't give them ideas.
Let's not go into counting.
Yeah.
I would definitely
I get it.
recommend somebody to check this out if they're good at lightning fast reflexes.
I'm young, but I'm not that young.
You mean none of us?
Right.
I mean,
It's not good for us, but it might be good for somebody else.
Hey, if you can move a mouse really, really quickly, then you're set.
We'll see.
My son would be great at this. All right. So, who's next? Is Silver recovered now?
Yes, I have recovered.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
So die young, because I'm actually interested to hear about this because I've seen this game advertised a billion times.
Yeah, so the game starts as you have been kidnapped by some kind of strange cult, and you basically have to explore this huge friggin' island to find out how to escape from the island, but also try to find your friends in the process. And you collect various equipment that can help improve your experience. And there are other weapons you can acquire, but I don't know that many because I've never gotten the bow yet, but I think I can remember where to find it. I've only found maybe 6 or 7 other locations, and there are various types of animals and enemies you can encounter, like wild staff dogs, wolves, and there's cultists that some hold like the scythe, like as you can see in the trailer. It's basically a survival game as well, where you have to eat and drink to maintain your stamina bar, and there's also thirst bars and as well as a health bar. It's somewhat challenging, but you can set a difficulty as well if you want it to be easy or hard or hardcore. It's all up to your preference and how you want to play the game. But so far, from what I've played, which is a good 8-9 hours, but unfortunately I've never made it too far. It's certainly enjoyable, and oh my god, it's really beautiful. It's so beautiful, so colorful, so much color here and there as well.
There's a lot of death, it seems.
Oh yeah, very very vicious deaths. But I've never actually died from an enemy. I've only died by jumping off a cliff because I slipped off a cliff like an idiot, not watching my footing. Or I just, when I'm moving backwards, when I'm trying to combat an enemy, I just walk off the cliff.
Nice.
So
I
it
think
sounds
you
like
can-
Death Stranding.
You can swim as well, thankfully. So your character that you play as, her name is Daphne. She's very athletic because you can wall climb. You can climb specific parts.
He almost does like parkour.
Yes. Yeah. Although the running speed isn't all that quick, but then again, it's quite realistic when it comes to like the movement. You're not some superhero or something. You are a human. You will die very quickly depending on how you set the damage resistance menu. Because as I said.
So what's the whole objective of the game? To escape the island?
Yeah, as far as I know. I don't know much about the cult lore. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they do this. I don't know why there's so much goddamn blood on the island. There's blood fucking everywhere in a lot of locations. Especially near like this giant coastal tower. And near this tower where you find someone trapped inside a trapdoor. You have to get him out, but I don't know how to do that yet. And you find a lot of things that are pretty grisly. Oh boy. I can't wait to get my hands on an axe or something better. Because the shivs you can craft, they're rubbish. They are fucking rubbish.
That's not really
Oh
surprising.
my god. Yeah, I hope I can find an axe soon. Or at least a bow. I'd like to shoot enemies from afar, because I've got arrows, but yeah. I'd like something better in equipment.
Don't blame you.
But yeah, overall, it's definitely enjoyable. And if you're a fan of survival games or exploration, that kind of thing, yeah, I'd definitely recommend picking it up.
I can't believe it was developed and published by Indie.
Right? They did a good job. As far as I've played so far, I've never had any crashes. I've never had any bugs or glitches.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's really funny that
You mean they did QA? Holy shit.
I know, right? Well, that's what the early access felt like. 'Cause
Yeah.
it wasn't perfect by any means during early access, but now that it's finished and out and released, they also have a prologue you can play for free because it comes with the game if you buy it. So if you want to know what happened before arriving on the island, you play as someone else though. You don't play as Daphne. As far as I know, I have not tried but I will try that at some point.
Well, that's
And you can
cool.
also just as a quick note, you can distract enemies with throwing rocks, which you have unlimited in supplies. So if you want a distraction, just throw a rock in an opposite direction and then see if you can go ahead without getting chased. Because there is also a chase mechanic where if you go far enough away from the enemy, they'll lose sight of you or lose interest. But it's not so easy when it comes to being chased by wolves and dogs. They are a little bit more persistent because they can run faster than human as they have 4 legs instead of 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
Yep, that's die young.
All right. So my first one, which I played on stream, is Double Cross.
Yes. I
Which
like the sense of humor in that game.
yes. And I like the platforming. It's challenging but not rage inducing. And that's kind of what the balance you want, right? Like,
I totally agree.
yeah, I mean, sure. I don't want to play something kiddie that's like hold my hand and make things super easy. But this game had enough difficulty. Like, it is not perfect by any fucking means. This game is flawed in certain ways. Like, combat feels a little floaty. It doesn't really have a very good thump to it. You're basically just punching all the time, and you can do a slide kick. Woo. But, I mean, the story is fun. The characters are a lot of fun, especially Asian Pineapple. I mean, master of disguise.
He's literally a pineapple.
He was my hero, doing his duty for his country. But
Help you out. That's the thing.
and I like the fact that it has like the little detective system in it where you can bring certain items to certain people to investigate things, and you know,
That's cool for you.
yeah. And I wish I would have made it to some of the bigger bosses, because what I see in this trailer, I'm like, man, I got to go back and play more of that.
Yeah, holy shit.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it for a $20 game. If you really like platforming stuff, or you just want something fun to play and just fuck around with and not really get mad, because eventually you'll just get it. It's fun, and it's on Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
For all
Take it
you
on the go.
for all you Switch boys. That's your name now, Switch boys. All right.
Switch guys.
All right, so anyone else have anyone? Because I've only got one more, and it's not on Steam.
Yeah, I have the coma.
Oh,
yes,
yes,
not new.
the coma.
Either is Die
I
Young.
got 2 more games, by the way.
Okay.
Die Young is not new either. It came out last year, September, fully. But yeah, the coma. I have not finished it yet. I haven't had the time to get to the last part, but I am near the end. I know that for a fact. Okay, so yes, the horror theme is there. The killer is definitely relentless. They were not fucking kidding when they said in the synopsis, they said that the killer is relentless. She is freaking relentless. However, there are some really annoying things where she would just suddenly pop up at the bottom where the staircase is I'm just about to go to. She'll just pop up in front of me and be there. And I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. There are 3 staircases she could have shown up on. This is the one she had to show up at. And I need to go up or down. Come on. But yeah, the hiding mechanic works, and I haven't tried the one where you don't use your flashlight, and if you're far enough away from her, you can literally just crouch and hide in the dark by holding your breath.
I didn't
works.
even realize this game had this type of art style. Now I'm
Yeah.
more intrigued by it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got the scare factor, but only she has made me really get jumped. She's made me, only she's given me jump scares.
Well, you know how
She's the only threat though.
yeah. Well, you know how games work. Like when you're like, oh, I got this bundle that's cheap, and I'm looking for any good game in it. You don't really look that hard. You're like, that looks interesting, and that's pretty much the case of how I end up with this game, because when you're looking through a bundle of games and you only want one game, you're like, all right, well, I got to find 3 that are worth something. Well, at least I feel like I picked a good one.
Some things that trailer shows is that the recut version, which is kind of like a remaster of the original game or just a huge improvement, is that you can only carry 6 items. You can't carry a full freaking bag full of items, which is a shame. But I guess they wanted to make it a little more difficult, more challenging, where you had to manage what items you're going to take. Whether you're going to carry something that's going to increase your stamina or prevent it from decreasing, or do you want to have items that will give you health at various amounts, or do you want to take an antidote in case you get poisoned, or do you want to take bandages to stop yourself from bleeding, because there are these like shadows that are like hidden in like these corners that can scratch you and cause you to bleed.
Wow.
So the killer isn't the only threat. You have to pay attention to your environment. But the thing is, when the killer is after you, you can't really do that, because unless you use an item that basically prevents your stamina from running out, you're not going to be able to concentrate on 3 things at the screen at the same time. Because when you're running, things can fly by you, and you wouldn't even realize that you're going to get hit by either the gas that these weird tentacle pods spit out, or you're going to get scratched by one of the shadows that are underneath, say, a bench or something. But then there's oh, for goodness sake, what was I gonna say? Crap. Shit. Oh, fucking, I've lost my train of thought. God damn it. Why? Fuck. Well, as you progress through the game, she gets far more relentless. She first begins with a box cutter, then she gets a fucking axe. She takes 2 hits, you're dead. But with a box cutter, she can hit you 4 or 5 times. After the 5th time, you're dead. But when she has the axe, that's it. You've got to avoid her. Oh, you can also evade as well, but it does take a huge chunk of your stamina. And also, going up and down stairs also takes your stamina away, which is realistic, I guess. Because in real life, it would cost you energy to go up and down a staircase, but kind of annoying as well, especially when you're running away from her.
Yeah.
Really cautious. In the early stages of the game, play it cautiously. Don't go running around willy-nilly like a headless chicken. You're gonna get yourself killed, or you're gonna get yourself detected a lot, and you need to memorize where all the hiding spots are, as well as all the safe spots. Because if you don't, well, you're in for one hell of a rough ride. Ah, man, but at least I've never run into any bugs and glitches, but there's just some of those moments are frustrating when she's scripted to be in specific places, and that just adds to the frustration.
Well,
I
yeah.
haven't finished the game yet because of that. Because I'm so close. I know I'm so close, but I have 2 more buildings to go through. I'm near the end of the 3rd building, and I'm gonna try to get through it. I mean, I've played another Korean horror game. I love Japanese and Korean horror games. They're fucking amazing games. These people know what horror really is. They know how to do horror games well. That's why games like Silent Hill were so amazing. Resident Evil and the Fear games, they're good as well. But Asian horror games are amazing. They do it best. I'm just gonna put that right there. They know horror games best.
Well, they don't have to use flashy graphics to tell a good story. That's kind of important.
Just like the Indonesian horror game Dread Out. That was well done, despite the fact that it looked pretty ugly. Graphics wasn't the game's best suit. It was the scare factor, the tension, the suspension.
Well, that's the problem. Is like some people look at a game and they only give it a chance if it looks pretty. And that
I know, right?
And that's the reason why, like, why do only, like, these big companies only make AAA games anymore? Like, EA used to make smaller titles, you know? A lot of companies used to make smaller titles. Well, they don't anymore because these people want, like, high graphic fidelity, beautiful textures, and it has to be in one fucking game. So they spend years just making a game pretty, and then you wonder why there's 8 billion microtransactions in it. Well, you made them make a game that cost $10 million to make, and then when they try and make their money back, you're like, well, I mean, what am I supposed to pay you guys for this? Well, money's got to come from somewhere. That's why I like indie games, because they don't have an excuse of being like, well, this game cost $50,000 to make. Well, if you sell 1,000 copies. Or, okay, that's not realistic. Like 5,000 copies, you made your money back. You know, with all these AAA games, they got to sell 10, 15, million copies to just get away without using microtransactions. And then you wonder why companies like EA and Activision and Blizzard, and I know they're the part of the same thing, but like all these companies are getting really bad in the microtransactions. Even Nintendo's starting to do it.
Yeah, I really wish this wasn't the case, but
But a lot.
read over gameplay, as Joe once said.
Well, that's the problem is that the more people want prettier, high fidelity games,
And I don't.
the
But I'm just one person.
no, the more these companies are going to spend on technology to make these games. And then these games cost more and more money to make, and of course they got to make more and more of that profit back on every person that buys the game.
And also they're going to cost more to play.
Yeah. Eventually.
The games are going to start being more demanding with fucking higher costing graphics cards. And
Oh yeah, the PS5 is supposed to cost like $500. The Xbox X series is supposed to be like $600. These are estimates. I have no fucking clue yet, but still, like based on the hardware that's in them, they're not going to be $400.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crikey.
the X when it came out was $500. And that's a pretty good step up from the S and the regular Xbox One. So Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows what happens? Yeah.
All right. Anyone else got any other ones?
I think it's time
Oh
for
yeah.
me to...
Yep. Okay. Tell me what's in the dirt pile, Murmitch.
It's not that bad. It's called Project Rhombus.
Project Nimbus.
Now, they released
Oh, yeah.
a demo for it that came out very, very recently.
Oh, there it is. 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they've got the demo, which is free.
All right. So tell me what's up with it.
So, to dumb it down to basically what it is, it's the Undyne section of Undertale,
Okay.
where it's a... You could say it's a beat game, because it's pretty dang close to beat game, though some of the arrows don't hit exactly at the same times as the music. But basically, you just have to point your arrow square in the middle towards the closest yellow or blue arrow that's coming at you. And if it touches you, then you lose. And the point of the game is to try and last as long as you can without getting hit.
Does it start going really fast?
Oh, there's a normal, easy, and hard. And easy is still pretty hard if you don't have that good of reflexes. But it still was enjoyable. The music's really, really fun to listen to.
That's good. I mean, that's the important part. If you're playing something that's supposed to be rhythm-based, it has to at least have decent music, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's got good music. The gameplay is just really, really hard.
All right.
But like in the comments down below, like the very top comment is, it allowed practice for the reaction time and assistance with Undyne's fight in Undertale.
Well, that's awesome.
Good.
I mean,
Nice
that's
reference there.
yeah.
Sounds.
But yeah, it
Oh my God! There you
it's
go.
interesting.
And Sans, yeah, what Ray said.
Less so Sans, because with Undyne's you have to block the incoming attacks with a shield. So
Product received for free. Sell out. Pay the 99 cents. Come on.
And 2 products in their account. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd rather trust somebody that's like 115 games in account.
Minecraft villagers. Oh.
Graphics, gnome.
gnome, and you've been gnomed.
That's crazy. Only 2 products in account? That doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound right.
Shady.
They really are non-existent.
Yeah, oh wait, the only 2 games they have are this and Undertale.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine if that was true.
I know. Alright, so what's your other game, Rich?
Does nobody else have anything, or
Mine's not on Steam. So you might as well
what
go
about
first.
you, Ray?
Well, are we doing our review games? Because I suppose we could talk a bit about Temtem.
Yeah, because it's all I was playing that I haven't already spoke about.
Did anybody else get to try the Temtem?
So I know.
I didn't get to.
Alright. There. Temtem is up.
Temtem is up.
Tim did give me his key, but
Tim did not play Temtem. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Silver?
I gave everyone else the keys. I gave you guys all the keys.
I didn't get a chance to play it because I ran out of time.
And yeah, I was asleep during most of the tests.
Yeah, but test times
it
were
sucks.
like
It
not
sucks.
the best times for everybody to get in on. But yeah, despite the obvious server problems in the when they were testing the server, it was fun. It is a Pokemon clone. That probably upsets lots of people hearing that, but let's face it, it is a Pokemon clone. It has its differences. It's unique enough in its design and some of the mechanics, but it is essentially a replacement for Pokemon. If you didn't like Sword and Shield or decided not to buy them, this could be a good alternative. It's MMO, so you can run around with friends, though it only does 2-player co-op.
Well, it's understandable, but I do like the card capture system instead of like using balls. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
they did their own unique thing there. They
I
couldn't
also
use
like
balls. I'm
them.
sure that would be a little too on the nose.
I also like some of the designs of some of the creatures.
Mhm.
So those are
But-
pretty-
Early on,
very nice looking.
there was not a lot of variety early on. Like you get like 4 or 5 flying air type Temtems in the beginning, and it's like, could you guys have spread things out a little bit more? I don't know. But there's a lot of strategy involved. All the battles are double battles, unlike Pokemon, to incorporate more strategy. It seems like a good game, but the asking price seems a bit high for where the game is at right now. Since it's in early access, obviously they're planning on adding more content. But for what content it looks like it has, I don't know if I would be willing to pay. I think, what is it, $35?
Yeah, without
I
this
think-
without
I think-
discount. Yeah.
Right. I think $30 might have been a better starting point, or maybe a larger discount to begin with. But it's up to everybody. Some people might be willing to play that,
Yeah,
and
'cause
it
what
doesn't look
comes
like
out-
the kind of like bad early access they're going to abandon it halfway through. No, I think they're going to get through this, and they're probably going to have a decent game at the end of it. It's just a matter of whether you are willing to wait for that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, here's my question, right? I obviously, as I've stated many times, I haven't played Pokemon in years. It's okay. You said for somebody who didn't buy Sword and Shield, this would be a good alternative. How about somebody that did buy Sword and Shield, like all you guys did? Seeing this on PC, I know you already have your Sword and Shield, right?
Right.
Do you feel like there is enough differences between this and your Pokemon that you could play both and not feel like you're playing exactly the same game?
I think mostly on the fact that this is kind of like playing Pokemon again for the first time, since you're not 100% familiar with all the mechanics. Like Pokemon, you after you play it for so many times, you start knowing, oh yeah, I know what Quick Attack does. I know what types are good against other types. It's like this one, you kind of have to relearn the types, figure out what's good against what, and a whole variety of monsters and attacks and moves to memorize afterwards.
Yeah.
So I think there's enough difference for somebody who did also get Sword and Shield.
That's good. That's good. That's good to hear.
It's certainly colorful.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I rather like the art style. It's very different from Pokemon. Very different.
Oh, it's also very gender inclusive because you get to pick your gender, and then you get to pick what you'd like to be called too.
Well, choices are choices, I guess. We'll leave them up to those people that like to argue about that kind of thing.
Hey,
I mean, some people think that's important.
now,
Well, I don't.
now,
I don't think any of us are here, but some people do.
now, Humble needs to publish one like this that is to make it so people don't have to play. What's the game you're buying, Murmitch, that you're so excited about? Animal Crossing.
Animal
Yeah.
Crossing.
So now we need one of those for Animal Crossing.
I thought there already was one. Stardew Valley,
Eh,
Starbound in space.
It's not the same thing.
yeah, I was gonna say it's
I
not that.
don't
Not,
care.
it's not that close.
Starbound. But what
Stardew Valley is great, but I'm saying
What would you consider close to Animal Crossing, Murmitch? Because you are the one that have played Animal Crossing, and you've played a lot of.
well, Stardew Valley's close to Animal Crossing. It's just
Well,
It's
I'm-
kind of, but with Animal Crossing, villagers move in and out of your town based on how much you interact with them. Like if you don't interact with them at all, one might decide to just leave your town. But of course, they give you that little management of time that you can use to convince them to not leave. I
Oh,
did
wait,
for
wait.
at least 3 years, and then I slipped up.
there was another game that I have been playing, Verdant Skies. It's kind of similar to Animal Crossing, kind of, because you basically have to like grow a colony.
Coming from someone who's never played Animal Crossing.
Well, look. One of my sisters has played the game. I know a little bit about Animal, but Verdant Skies is based on a completely different planet, and you basically have to grow a colony. You came to this colony to help it grow, and from what I know, in the whole gender thing, there's no genders, but there are you want a pronoun. You get to pick the appearance of either gender, but they just call you they. They don't call you he or she. You just so there you go. It's kind of similarity.
Now, do you want me to talk about the last game that I played?
Sure.
It's called Light Matter.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I wanted to save it for last because I had so much fun with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Good to know.
So, there's two different versions of the game you can play. There's the free version, which which allows you to play to a certain point in the game, for which you have to buy the full game before you can
Finish it.
actually finish it. The game works on a system of you have to make sure that you stay in the light and not touch any of the shadows. Because if you touch a shadow, you're dead. Like the video just said. So
Wow.
it's really, really interesting. Now, I didn't get to the part where like you get to use like the light lasers and stuff. That's not in the
Free version.
beginning, the free version. But you do get to move around lamps, and it's a Portal style puzzle game type thing, where you move from room to room and you do puzzles to try and get to the next room.
Hmm.
So, also there is a joke about Portal in the game, so
Nice.
it was a really, really cool game. And then there's like this secret side story that you can check out, which I was like kind of like just wandering around a little bit and found the start to the side story, so I was pretty happy about that. But it is a really, really cool game.
That's
And
awesome.
it is very, very pretty.
Is it enough to convince you that you may want to consider buying it?
Yeah, I probably will buy it at some point, because I do want to finish the full game, because it was
Okay.
really cool.
That's good to know. A game that can do that shows that it actually is worth playing. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
I see what you're looking up there, Tim.
Harvest Moon. That's it.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. I know about Harvest Moon too.
There.
Wait. There's one on. I didn't even know about. And
What?
It has been out for 2 years. That there's actually a Harvest Moon on Steam.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
And they're making a new one, I guess.
Nintendo don't bring out games on PC, my ass. I guess people forgot about that there's actually a Harvest Moon game, which is supposed to be exclusive to Nintendo's property, because it is their IP, I think.
But
Okay.
I'm listening.
yeah,
Don't worry.
Harvest Moon is famously one of the few games that are very, very similar to Animal Crossing.
Harvest Moon was the inspiration for Stardew Valley, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say that makes sense. Hey,
Oh, wow, and it's an even more recent.
yes, Harvest Moon Mad Dash came out in November of last year.
Wow, how did we miss that?
because it's not a real fucking Harvest Moon game. At least it don't look like one.
Mad Dash does not sound like a real one. It sounds like
No,
a
it's like a
spin-off.
yeah. Look at it's like a collectathon. Yeah, puzzle style
It
game.
looks like a 2040 type game,
That's not very appealing
or
to me.
2048.
That's not very appealing to me.
I don't blame you. Negative,
I-
negative,
I-
ne-
I'd rather play Tetris.
Yeah, I would rather play a lot of things than that. Okay. All right. So anyone else got any other ones? Because the last one I'm going to talk about is obviously on Origin. Let's see.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's it for me when it comes to games that I have not already spoken about. Because I played a few games that I've already spoken. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I got no other games that I played. Besides ones that we've already talked about.
So I decided, since I have Origin access, to dive into Need for Speed Heat. And I have had a lot of bad experiences with Need for Speed games over the last few years, to be perfectly honest. So I wasn't really that optimistic about anything when it came to this.
Oh yeah, don't blame you.
But I'm glad to say that in at least 15 years, 14 years, this is the first one that I've actually enjoyed playing.
Wow.
It's made by a completely different studio than the last 7 of them, I think. So, I mean, it's definitely like, these are people that were fans of like Need for Speed Underground, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Need for Speed what was it, Carbon, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Like these are people that were fans of like the games that made the Need for Speed series. Obviously, the game runs fantastic. Like you feel the speed in the game. The story is not an absolute cringe fest, which is great because a lot of Need for Speed games lately have been like, "Yo, brah, we gotta go racing." Yeah, last game was fucking awful about that. And
then upgrade parts were fucking cards.
yeah, this game, like, they go a lot deeper in the customization of cars. Now you can not only just upgrade the engine, you can straight out rip the engine out of your car and swap it with something else, and then upgrade it.
Cool. Oh, nice.
Customization
is always good.
There's like over 150 different tires you can use, rims, the whole.
Shit.
They brought back all the customization.
That's a lot of tires.
And guess what I've ran into 0 of? I know there's some in it, but they're only for like
Microtransactions?
there's special wraps you can get for your car that have designs on them.
Okay.
But other than those type of cosmetics, there is nothing. Nothing.
Nice.
That is
surprising for a EA title.
Yeah.
Published EA title. Yeah.
They left their hands off of it for the most part, I guess. And there's people playing it, unlike last year's game. Silver remembers, I was playing that fucking game like the day of release on the last game. I streamed it the day of release. There was nobody on.
Yeah, fucking hell.
This game has been out for, I think, 3 months. And there was still, like, I was racing against people left and right. Because you can do your story mode, and when you go to do a race, just be like, do you want to do a solo? And you could do that perfectly fine, which keeps you separate from everybody. But if you're feeling like you want to challenge, you hear, okay, I'll play online. It will just go through, matchmake you for that race, have people join in with you. You can race them for that race, and then either you can follow them and do more races with them, or you can click a button and go back to your solo and go back to your campaign.
Cool.
So you're not forced to stay in the solo, and you're not forced to stay in the multiplayer. You can switch between the two.
Well, hey, that's pretty cool. Who doesn't like options, huh?
Yeah, like I said, the racing's fucking fun. The characters are actually like make you I wouldn't say it's deep, but like they make you give enough of a shit to keep playing.
You invested somewhat.
Yeah, like I don't feel like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next, because it's a Need for Speed game. They are all pretty much the fucking same. So the beginning of the game, it's like, oh man, I'm down on my luck, and it's like, I gotta start from the bottom and work my way back up. And then there's
generic beginnings.
Then there's gonna be, a double cross that's somewhere in the game, and you're going to have to fight it to the end to take over the top spot and be the top racer. That's pretty much how the shit works in Need for Speed.
I'll be right back.
Okay?
Okay. Well, so hey, so long as it's not riddled with microtransactions and not...
No, it's fun. I'm just saying Need for Speed stories have been the same for like 20, 25 years. But
I've honestly never played a Need for Speed game. I
but
have Most Wanted, but yeah.
but it's fun, and that's the important part. It's fun, it's fast, and there's customization, and that's all you really need to have a really good Need for Speed game. And the cops are not stupid. So when you get cop chases in this game, you have to earn your way out of them. In prior games, like, they would just throw it in there and be like, you have to escape the cops, and you make one turn, and they're like, we lost them! And there's 14 cops in one block, and you just drive away. In this game, you really gotta, like, pull out all the stops to get away.
You gotta use the traffic against them?
Yeah, you gotta use traffic, or there's random jumps that you can jump over, like, you're supposed to hit billboards and stuff for, like, special bonuses and shit, as, like, fuck-off side quests in the game. But you can use those same jumps if the cops are chasing you to get away.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So, like, if you jump over somewhere and the cop has to go around to a bridge to get over to the other side, then you got away.
So, what's the pacing like? Does it have like an open world, or is it just like mission based?
Both. It's open. It's open to the fact that you can do whatever race you want, however many times you want. And the story missions open up after you get up to a certain level of reputation. So if you start out the game, they introduce you to the story, and they're like, okay, get yourself up to reputation 4, or have this much money to actually progress in the story. Because the story is broken into day and night. During the day, you race and you make money. During the night, you race and you get reputation.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you can choose to race during the day, take the rest of the day off, work on your car, stuff like that. Or you can race in the day and the night, but then the cops are more likely to try and harass you because you've been street racing all day.
Ah, okay, gotcha. So there's risk and reward kind of way.
Exactly. All right, but that's it for me. And I recommend it. If you got a chance to play it or it's on a good sale, go ahead.
Cool.
It's been on sale a lot lately, so, for me, it's all right. All right, so now I get to stop messing around with Steam for a minute, and we're going to talk about some news. But you know what? When we talk about this news, I'm going to bring up a video, because I know what we're going to talk about first.
Why?
I think I know what he's talking about.
Might have already been mentioned in the podcast.
Ah,
earlier,
yes.
If anybody was paying attention.
Not that, Ray.
Nope, not that one yet. We're getting there.
Blizzard related.
Okay.
Okay, so here,
Advertisements.
so we're gonna show why people are so angry. We're gonna be doing a direct comparison of the original Warcraft to the reforged Warcraft, and it will show the differences and why people are upset. But let's say this: they were banning people off forums for asking for refunds. They basically shot their goodwill. Now, admittedly, after the weekend, they've accepted refunds from everybody who puts technical issue down as an excuse. So they have started accepting refunds from people. But initially, their idea of how to take care of it was to just ban everybody.
Shut him down. Just shut him down.
That was not a very good idea. You're banning people that paid for your game and are playing your games. Why would you be so idiotic?
Yeah, see, if you're looking at this video, this is why a lot of people are getting upset, though.
The shadows require you to have Reforged installed.
But if you look at it, besides, like, unless you're running this game in 4K zoomed in like a motherfucker, you're not going to notice the difference for real, like, when you're playing. And two, the whole selling point was epic cutscenes, that are redone for the game, and then they weren't done.
Yeah, they didn't even put them in, did they? They kept the same original camera from the original Warcraft, just up the graphics of the models
Yeah,
and the terrain, but that's all they did.
yeah.
It also has bugs from the original Warcraft 3. What the hell?
Yep.
What the hell are they doing? Why? What the fuck?
I mean, you can definitely see that there's a comparative difference between the two, the quality of the two models. But is it like modern quality per se? No,
No.
Definitely up to
not by a
scale,
long shot.
not in visual, but
It's like going from Diablo 2 to Diablo 3.
yeah, that difference was big enough to count as a difference.
Yeah, but not in 2020 it wouldn't be.
Hell,
That'd be like if
that game came out-
they did a remaster of Diablo 1 and then the remaster only brought the graphics up to Diablo 2 standards and you had to run it at 480p.
considering the fact that the difference between Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 time-wise is 11 years, as far as I know.
And especially since how much did Warcraft Reforged cost?
What was it? What, $60?
Yep.
Yeah, that
charged
ain't worth it.
Full effing price
Yeah.
for
See, that's why I was
this graphical upgrade and missing
Full
features.
price for this? No.
That's why I brought up the other remaster that's coming out this month, and Wasteland, and I was like, it's $15 fucking.
Yeah, now that is far more acceptable. And Wasteland Remastered looks great. I've never played the original. I'll admit that I've never played the original.
I was saying, like,
In 1988, I wasn't even born.
Microsoft is actually like publishing the game for and putting it out for $15.
That's great.
Okay. What is fucking Activision Blizzard's excuse then? Because it's not like all AAA companies would charge that much. Obviously not.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. You know, for all the greed that's supposedly in video games, $15 for a remaster of a game where you get the whole game and they're not taking the other one away from you, it does not sound that bad. Because you can still go back and play the original Wasteland if you want to. If that's more of your cup of tea. They're not going to take it away from you. And that's what they did.
Meanwhile-
That's what they did with this, which is fucked. How do
You
you,
can't
how do you,
even play the original.
yeah, how do you take away the original?
That pissed off a lot of fucking people.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna take away the originals and
They
force the people to play this in the first place, why did you even make them pay money for it in the first place?
the people
Because money.
the people that really like Warcraft, they review bombed it on Metacritic. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's now
beat
the
out
worst
what was the
user
most recent
game
Which
in
one? Was
history.
it
Gary's
Fallout 76 that got
no Gary's
hit so hard
Instant.
before?
No, that wasn't even a below 1. I think it was like 0.8, and then Gary's Incident was 0.5.
And now
This
this is
game?
0.3. Oh, 4?
3. Is it 3 now?
I don't know. Well, wait. Let's check it.
Live fact check.
Yeah, let's do fact checking.
Follow with
time
us
for-
while we fact check this fact.
It's time to visit Metacritic for the first time in history of the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, I guess a lot of people look this up because it's already there.
Oh, 0.5.
Oh, it's apparently risen then. Because
I wonder if somebody's artificially increasing it.
Yeah, because I saw someone give it a rating of 0.3. It was the lowest I've ever seen it at.
Oh,
Wait a minute, didn't
somebody gave
get
it
in trouble for doing that, like artificially trying to fiddle with their Metacritic scores.
Oh yeah, on
Someone
Death
dared to
Stranding.
give it a 10. Someone dared to give it a 10.
Yeah, that was it.
Ugh,
Yeah, this guy gave it a 10.
what a
Well,
kiss
then
ass.
clearly that must mean it's very good. We should totally trust that.
Not.
I'm sure he did not get any monetary compensation for that whatsoever.
Can you? I wish that guy would replace does by did. Nobody did RTS games like Blizzard. Not anymore. I mean, they don't do RTSs anymore.
I mean, okay, even if you take all the really shit ones out of there, I mean, even the actual, like, review sites
Critics.
weren't exactly high on it.
Yeah, even the critics were not exactly thrilled.
Yeah, the biggest praise I can give Reforged is that it's still Warcraft 3. That's a glowing endorsement.
Yeah. Really makes you want to play, huh?
Unfortunately, the launch version of the game feels far less from finished, with bugs and key missing features preventing the current build from being the definitive edition of Warcraft 3.
Definitive
Huh.
edition. Oh, like we haven't heard that word thrown around, and some of those definitive editions missing things.
Oh, I know. But that I mean, there's not much we can really say about this because it's just bullshit, right? I mean, that's the problem. Like, you can analyze news, but there's not much to discuss about this because no one's gonna stick up for him. I refuse to play devil's advocate and be like, well, you know, it's only $60. I mean, like, there's no way you can. Yeah, there's no discussing this issue. It's just they're shitheads.
Considering how old the game is, that's just fucking unacceptable. The price alone is unacceptable. I don't care if it has a graphical upgrade. It doesn't warrant that kind of fucking price.
No, it doesn't.
Mental? Are you fucking mental? Is there something wrong with your fucking brain right now? There must be. If you think that
Welcome to the new
$60
Blizzard, folks.
If you think $60 for a fucking game that is 15 years old or whatever, and only got a graphical upgrade and contains the same fucking bugs that the original game had all those years ago on release, that price, no, you're fucking mental. Something is wrong with you.
All right, so can I ask a question then? Since we're gonna swap gears, because we all agree on that one,
yes.
right?
Swap gears. Is this any different?
Wastelanders.
Okay, so
Solitary.
now we're gonna talk about Fallout 76. And do you think Wastelanders is way too late to even save this game in any way, shape, or form?
Yes.
I think
There's still
save
people.
this game in
No.
any way, shape, or form.
I'm asking that question because there are still a lot of people that actually play it.
I don't know why.
Sad.
No, we don't know why. Yeah, we don't know why, but they are.
Touche.
So I mean, and this is a free update. So
I don't care.
Well,
It's still
yeah, it
not
would
gonna
have to
make
be a
me-
free update. Nobody's gonna buy it.
It's
Except
still
for
not going
people
to
that are playing for some reason.
convince me to even dare purchase the game.
oh, we're just gonna buy it for yourself. We already talked about that. It's fine.
Please don't. I'm begging you here right now. Don't fucking buy.
No, we'll make Murmitch play it.
Oh.
No,
I
you,
am not
no,
touching
hey,
Fallout
no,
76.
no. Murmitch is
As I
the
said, I
intern.
won't
He
even
said he
play
would play
with
it.
Someone else.
I
won't
will
even
play
with
crappy
someone else.
games, but I refuse to play this piece of garbage.
Well, then who's gonna
No.
play it?
Not even if you
Nobody.
bought it for a whole group, I would not opt in to play it. I wouldn't even do it voluntarily. You'll have to.
Tim,
force
how
me
many
to
how many
somehow.
reviews or review channels didn't force their employees to finish playing it because it was so bad?
Oh, I didn't say I was gonna force him to finish it. I just want him to play it.
What, like at least 10 hours because it's a game like that?
Yeah.
What about hackers and shit? I don't want to lose my Bethesda account to hackers.
Make a new one.
The hackers only just want they want to steal your loot, not your account.
No, because. Well, do I actually have anything on my Bethesda account? Game wise?
No.
I've
The
never
correct
bought
correct
any
question,
Bethesda
Silver, is
games.
do you have anything of value on your Bethesda account? The answer is no.
No, well, except for fucking Elder Scrolls, I did buy the Morrowind expansion.
I refer to my previous statement. The answer is no. You do not have anything.
Okay. I sadly bought the Morrowind expansion. God damn it.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick jab at another company, just because it's fun. Google Stadia. What a pile of garbage, huh?
Oh my
My
gosh.
goodness. Yes, so we've gone over 40 days without any new games or anything like that, and people are pissed. And the time for their 3-month Pro edition is probably gone by now, or will go by soon.
Oh yeah, and Joe was talking about doing an actual review for people to see if it's worth re-upping your subscription or not.
Well,
I'd like to see an actual. I'd like to see a full review of it.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna guess that it's not.
Oh, probably not.
I don't see how it could
Because,
be.
I mean, Google hasn't said anything in over 40 odd days.
Okay, but
about games.
here's
They haven't
some-
shown any.
Here's something we can actually discuss about it, though. Who is it for?
I don't know.
Well, let's discuss what it does, right?
Theoretically.
Okay, theoretically, it does what?
Console on mostly any device, although that's a lie because right now you can only play on Pixel devices. You can't play on Android. you can't play on iPhones, and you can only use the Chrome
Chromecast.
Browser.
the Chrome browser. That's all you can do. You can't play it on consoles.
If you
can't-
if you play it on Chrome on your PC, it only runs up to 1080p. The only way you can even be eligible for 4K is if you have a Ultra Chromecast on your TV.
it costs $120.
The problem that they're doing, that a lot of other companies are doing better though, is like Silver said, it was probably meant, like, the thing that brings people in, right, is it's a Bluetooth controller that comes with it, which the controller actually does look pretty nice. But the problem is that if it only runs on Pixel phones, then nobody gives a shit, because not a lot of people don't own them.
Yeah.
So then
iPhones are Android phones.
So then it's for what? People that don't have a gaming computer but want to play games?
that's
Well,
that's.
I mean, paying for the Founders Edition was half the price of getting a game console, so you could play it at home anyway.
Yeah, so you could have just saved up people who are not, just stick with Xbox Game Pass or.
But that's the
some
problem
other
is
thing,
like
or
Oh.
any way that there possibly could have value in it, there's another way to do it that would be just as good. Like on your TV, console could play games 4K, and you have physical media, and you don't have to trust Google to not shut the service down and lose all your games.
And also, you don't have to worry about running out of Wi-Fi.
Exactly, especially for people that have metered connections that don't have unlimited like I do. If you're on a cap, then you're fucked. Especially trying to stream games at 4K. I mean,
Oh yeah.
then you're going through like a terabyte a day trying to stream your games, especially some of them. I imagine Destiny 2 and stuff like that would be a ton of metered connection that would be required to play it all day. And the thing is, like, that's going to have to push for 5G, though, because if you're using Google Stadia app, right, to play it on your phone, right, do you have to be in Wi-Fi range? Can you use 5G? Because 5G is going to be the only thing that can be fast enough to support it other than Wi-Fi. It just creates more problems, because, like me and Ray discussed earlier, it doesn't seem like the ISPs in the United States, I don't know about the UK, because I can't really speak for that, Silver, but like in the United States, it's either you're capped here, or you don't have speeds that are fast enough to really take advantage of it.
With certain IPs, there are caps, but with what I've got right now, Virgin Media, there's no caps for what we have.
But what's your speed?
Approximately, say, 260 megabytes per second download and about 20 upload.
See, you could use it. But there's a lot of places in the country where the speed is either not good enough or it's not stable enough to be able to use it properly. Stability is more of an issue than actually achieving speed.
Yeah.
Because, you could have a gigabyte connection like mine, but there's going to be times where it runs where it should, and there's going to be other times where it's at 700 down, and other times where it's at 550 down. Stability. So if you have 100 down and it's unstable, then it's at 60 or 50. If it gets too low, then you're not having an optimal gaming experience, and that's not the way it should work. So I just feel like with Xbox's xCloud, which is free and it's beta, and then like I was reading about the Geforce thing this morning. I was supposed.
What do they call it?
I know I have it in Discord.
Geforce Now.
Yeah,
Is that what they're calling it?
Geforce Now, which basically takes your whole entire library and allows you to stream it. So if you have it on Steam, you can stream it to wherever you want. And if you wanna do RTX ray tracing streaming, it's only $5 a month. But that's the whole point. You're not even required. pay $5 a month if you don't want that.
Oh yeah, Geforce.
It really makes me wonder, could Google not have known that these companies had this kind of competition in the works?
All right, so here.
Because clearly they had a better lead, or
All right,
idea.
tell me how this works, guys. I got it up on screen right now. You can get standard access, and then you can use it 1 hour a day for free. Which, if you're on the go, that seems fine, right? Or for $5 a month, and you get the first 3 months for free. It allows you to have RTX ray tracing on, and you can use it for as long as you want.
Well, it says extended session length. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's not very specific.
That could mean 2 hours. That could mean
I'm reading. Don't worry.
1.5 hours. But yeah, that seems well. Firstly, that's just way more affordable than Stadia. Like you can get people to test this so much faster and easier than.
Oh yeah.
Stadia.
Yeah.
I mean, what's $5 a month, right?
Compared to what Stadia costs? How much is Stadia?
If you want the Founders Edition, it's approximately $120.
I'm talking about monthly.
Oh, $15 a month, I think.
3 times as much as GeForce.
Oh, here you go. What does extended session? Oh, 6 hours.
6 hours. Okay,
That's 5 times. Yeah, 5 times the base hour for free. So yeah.
Oh yeah, but wait a second.
6 times.
Wait.
the
So wait a second. But it does say something else. Founders members receive extended session links, which can last up to 6 hours. There is no limit to how many times you can start a new session in a day.
Okay, so theoretically it's unlimited, but you have to have them in like 6 hour blocks.
Yes. What games are available?
But you can reset that time block as often as you like.
What?
What I understand of that sentence,
All right.
which is
So
pretty cool.
what
Yeah,
game?
what games
is
do they have
really
available?
cool.
Yeah, what games do they have available? That's also a big question. How big is their initial library? What would you consider as an acceptable library for a streaming service?
Well, at this
What
point,
number?
at this point, at least 50.
Okay, yeah, because
XCloud has over 70.
So yeah.
So what
50,
would be a game that you'd want to do something like this with? Stardew Valley, right? I mean, like.
But why would you play that with RTX? It doesn't.
Well, no.
support RTX.
This isn't
But
about.
on the go.
Yeah.
On the go. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd gladly play a game like Stardew Valley on the go.
Yeah, it's
Have a
supported.
chill evening in the sunlight, or in when it's a nice day outside, just chill as I'm literally outside of my house and relaxing to the.
It supports
cool
almost
air.
every fucking game you can think of.
Dang.
Cool.
Warframe?
That's very important.
Good question.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of convenient if you see an alert. Well, I guess they don't have alerts.
Guess
anymore,
what?
but
Ah,
Something
they
pops
do.
up.
They do.
That doesn't surprise me.
They do.
That's good.
Mhm.
Dang.
All right, what's the big selling point of Stadia right now? Destiny 2. No, I want to see.
Because it's a freedom. It's the
Oh, guess
Yeah, it's got
what?
Destiny
They
2.
do.
Look, it's got Warframe. It's got Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, here's one for Silver, because
What do you mean for me?
Borderlands 3.
Oh.
Oh, you can probably run it better on GeForce Now than you can run it on your Xbox. Because it's supposed to run at the equivalent of a 2080 Ti.
I mean, yeah. I wager that even with my 980, I can definitely run that game. Everything maxed out, no fucking issues, no performance issues, and issue. Yeah.
All right, now seriously, Tim,
I mean, if I
we
can
need to-
run-
we need to search the most important game here:
If I
Okay,
can
what
run
game?
Colonel Sanders Dating Simulator.
Oh, I would laugh. I would laugh.
All right, let's do it live, Tim. Do it live.
We need the stream needs to know now
This is very, very important.
because you
Fucking
realize what
hell.
this means.
No, it's not important, but okay.
This means that Jess can't escape streaming it, even if she's not here.
Okay, hold on.
Beautiful. Sorry, Tim, to make you go back through the menus. We probably should have bought this sooner.
Let's just see what dating simulators it does have. Oh no! Can
Is
you
it not on there?
KFC? No, I don't think it has it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, it is a visual novel. But, well... what is it even?
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not looking up under any of that.
Mm.
Oh well.
Oh wait a sec.
Dang it.
Let's see. Oh, it's not supported. Do they have any Sonic games on there? Probably not. Ah, Sonic Mania. Sonic Team Sonic Racing. Oh, sweet. All right. I'm sold. $5. Let's go. No, I want to, like, seriously, if I had the extra money, maybe, like, tax time, I'll try it out. I mean, I've got a phone that's actually capable of using it. And I can use the Bluetooth connectivity and the Xbox controller to hook it to the mobile device.
I don't know if my phone could. My problem.
I just want to see if one of these things actually works properly, because I do have fast internet. So if it's gonna work, it should work for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a nice divergence down from the usual just crap on a company.
Yeah,
I actually say NVIDIA. If there's a company I trust, it's the one that's been supplying me video cards for years. So we'll try that one.
And I have tried graphics cards from both sides.
Yes.
And from my personal experience, NVIDIA has, well, shown me more.
All right.
And, I just prefer NVIDIA.
So before we get cracking on the games that we're looking forward to, we are gonna mention real quick, without debate, that if you wonder why EA puts microtransactions in their game, they made $1 billion fucking in 1 year thanks to microtransactions.
And that is fucking disgusting.
But
retro gamer is disgusting.
okay, so your friend that buys FIFA and spends $500 on cards in it, blame
I'll
him.
hate him forever for it.
Blame him. There you go.
Yep.
If you have a friend that plays Madden and buys Ultimate Team cards, there's your problem.
And I don't know anyone that does this crap, but I hope I never do.
Like, I imagine some of it's probably Apex Legends with battle passes and stuff, which I'm not really against battle passes, because if you really want to put time into a game, you can get your money's worth cosmetically out of a battle pass. I don't really have a problem with battle passes, because it's not a necessity thing. You just want to look pretty. I mean, if Warframe had a battle pass, I imagine you guys wouldn't have a fucking stroke over it. Right?
Not really, no. I mean, when you think about it, Nightwave is almost kind of like a battle pass, but you don't have to buy it. It's free.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, if they said, okay, for $10 every 2.5 months, which is equivalent what a season is in these games, $10 for every 2.5 months, for every level that you level up, or if you go through this many and complete all these tasks, then we'll give you these special cosmetic items. That'd be something that you guys would probably at least think about, especially Murmitch, which is the fashion of all frames.
Fun.
See?
Actually-
Exactly.
Actually, I think me and Ray own more cosmetics than Murmitch.
Probably.
Oh,
We probably
Silvertrigger,
also spend more money on Warframe.
They have absolutely spent more money on Warframe than I have, because I haven't bought a single Tenogen item.
And I have. Well, you have. You've got one of the Valkyrie skins. Remember?
This is true.
I-
Buy that one.
Anyone
do
out
as
there in
well.
chat, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I brought up Warframe. I'm
You're
fucked.
gonna learn one day, Tim.
I know. But no, I thought it was a good example for you guys, because, you know, that's
Yeah, relatively.
that is your free to play game of choice.
When you brought it up, it did make me realize
And-
that Nightwave is
honestly-
basically like a battle pass.
Yeah.
And honestly, though, a lot of the cosmetics for Warframe are pretty goddamn nice to look at.
Yeah.
I've got to admit, they do make our Warframes look goddamn cool. Oh, and weapons, if
Well, that's why it's called Fashion Frame, right?
that's just a nickname of what we call.
I know.
After the story has been completed, after you've finished the story quests, we
Yeah.
just call it that because that's the end game for us.
Mm-hmm. I know it is.
Just want to look pretty.
Oh, so, okay, before we hop into the games at the end of the month, we discussed this last month. None of us were able to really complete it because we had some confusion. From this point forward on the podcast, so everybody's on the same track, out of all the games that you pick for the next month to say, like, hey, check this game out. This game looks cool. This looks interesting. You're going to pick one game out of the bunch to say that you're going to review. I mean, we have Murmitch to cover the free shit and the dollar simulators of the world. So pick one game out of the ones you do suggest, and I will write it down, so if you forget or he forgets or anybody forgets, I can actually tell you this time what game it was. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure to do it to a point where it's not something that's going to cost too much money. And it's probably something I'll play on stream for indie game night, so that way everyone gets to experience it and we can all discuss it more on the podcast for next month. All right, so that being said, I have a shit ton. I'm letting you guys go first.
All right. Stone Shard.
Okay.
And that's the game I'll probably... Yeah, that's the game I'll be playing.
Okay.
Stone Shard.
February 6th. You have a whopping day.
2 days. Yeah, working day. It's already the 5th.
Okay, so it is a RPG strategy roguelike single player turn-based 2D game. Well, actually, this looks cool. Okay. So explain why do you bring it to our attention, sir?
I am an avid lover of RPGs, and I also like strategy games as well. And I absolutely love the combination of RPG and strategy because, as I've said before, I'm a fan of the Spellforce series, which are one hell of a combination of real-time strategy and RPG combination. And I rather like the art style of this game, and, well, you know me, I like to make characters really powerful. So hopefully I'll be able to do that kind of thing. And I like some of the spell effects and the skill effect I've just seen. So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to dive in and see what this game
Has to offer. Okay.
Yep.
Hopefully it won't be too expensive.
I'll be fine.
Oh, it's in early access. Okay. It probably will be cheap then. Okay.
I'm fine with that, to be
Oh
honest.
yeah, no, I'm not against early access games either. For a while there was a lot of trash ones that came out. now it seems to be more of like everything's at least getting done early access wise.
Well,
Granted, if you buy a game for $0.25 on early access, I don't want you to bitch that it fucking didn't make it through. Okay.
well, if that game doesn't work out for me, there's always Daemon X Machina.
Yes.
So if you're not gonna play that, I will.
Well, you can spend the $48.
Oh, and hey, I loved Armored Core back in the day of the PS1 and PS2 days. I fucking love those games.
Yeah.
So this game reminded me of that. 'cause
Well, plus,
love
I know this was a Switch exclusive, but I read that it's getting a lot more polished, some extra content, some more adjustments for the PC ports, so it's not just going to be a Switch to PC port. It's going to be an actually one they put work in. So if that one doesn't work out, you're going to do the other one. Okay.
Yep.
That looks fun, though.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the size of those fucking weapons. Holy shit. Oh, that spider mech bot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely look forward to playing that one.
That looks fun.
Yes, it does. All right, so you already took one off my list, dick.
I'm
No.
sorry, Tim, but
No, I'm laughing.
I was literally looking through the list, and there were only 4 pages of games that were coming out this month. And I was like, February's so barren. I was not including DLC or expansions because I know you've said
Uh,
before that that doesn't count.
Were you looking under popular upcoming games or all upcoming games? Because
I literally just saw 4 pages.
I went through 46 pages.
My God, Tim.
Jeez, Tim.
Well,
But I know why. I know why. Because Silver has filters when he looks through games.
actually, I did not filter this time.
Oh, I was gonna say
Hence why Damon X Machina showed up. That's not an RPG, mate.
no,
It's not an RPG.
but it's a hell of a lot of fun.
Well, when Wasteland showed up, but that's an RPG.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's next up to the docket?
The one here.
All
I
right.
picked out 3 different games that might be interesting.
Are they over the next month?
That's
That's where.
From now to the end of February,
Yes.
to the 29th, it has to be
yes,
I mean, they should be. It
good.
yes.
didn't take you too long through the list.
Continue.
Okay. Continue.
All right. So this one I thought just looked funny and interesting. It's called Raifu Wars.
What is it called?
Raifu. Raifu.
Raifu.
Yes.
Okay.
Name alone.
Okay. You have my attention.
The name alone.
Oh my
Give
lord.
him a few minutes. We might have his erection.
Oh lord.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
At least they're not naked or in fucking skimpy clothing, I guess. That's
Yet.
acceptable.
Yeah.
Yet. Of course he had to say
Well,
yet.
they're all chibi, so at least it's cute looking.
In the gameplay,
Yeah.
you don't know what kind of like
Yes.
story parts are gonna go in between.
He'll
Well,
be like, "You saved me. Take off my clothes."
No, it looks more like it looks more like a team-based capture territory and claim spots and defend and stuff like that.
Oh my god, it's got cross-platform multiplayer.
Oh boy.
I've played
boy.
games like this, but nothing with the whole chibi.
How the okay, what the hell else is it coming out on?
Yeah.
Question.
Switch? Who knows?
But it says February. And this is why I didn't pick quite a few games that just said February but didn't give an exact date.
Well, if you're gonna do that, then Deer wouldn't have came out, and immediately after the podcast, it was like, oh, it's coming out this day. so you never know.
True. Okay. Well, so long as you accept the fact that so long as it's coming out in this.
But if it's not out by next month, you can't use it again.
Yeah.
Well, it says coming out February 20th.
That's why I said it's fine. But if it doesn't come out by March,
Well, not-
don't be like, I'm gonna recycle this one. No, you can't do that.
No.
I did actually see one I suggested, I think, last month that had been pushed back.
And didn't come out. Yeah.
Yeah, there were other games that were actually interesting to me, but they had no exact month release date, just 2020. And I was like, oh, come on, why?
Yeah, there's one that was coming soon that was in with the February ones that I wanted to use, but I couldn't. And that was Darksburg.
Yeah, mine too. I saw that one as well.
Yeah, so
That
I
picked
joined their Discord. That's why I was looking at there for the game. All right, so anyone else? You got another one, Murmitch?
Ray, do you got any?
Of course, Ray does.
Of course I have. So.
He always has at least two.
What should I start with?
Either one, dude. Either one.
Let's start with what I plan on reviewing. Labyrinth of the Witch.
Okay.
Ah.
Come on. Can I look it up this way? Come on. There it is. We got it. All right, February 13th. Okay. A simple dungeon exploration RPG that anyone can play. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm following that one as well.
It's a
Looking at the gameplay, it looks like kind of like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game style
Yeah,
gameplay.
I've
And
played.
those have been pretty fun.
I played the one on DS about that first game came out.
it's pixel art. My favorite.
Very pixel.
I love pixel art.
Looks like fun.
You know, all these games are coming out right before Valentine's Day. I'm like,
I don't think that first video actually has any gameplay. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just a trailer.
but it's a funny trailer.
But still, it is a very well done pixel art trailer.
Yes.
Nice.
That looks like fun.
It does.
That's what I thought I saw, and I was like, yeah, I could play that.
Roar.
Versus so many of the other games I was looking at.
All right. There you go.
It's like,
Yeah, I could
wow.
definitely play that. Yeah, it depends on what the gameplay looks like, though.
All right. Here,
It's
I'll show it.
basically Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, shit.
Sound.
Sound.
So it's like desktop dungeons.
There you go. That's what the actual gameplay looks like.
Oh yeah, so it basically plays similar to a game that I was playing not too long ago, Tangle Deep,
Yeah. I
as
think
well as.
I've actually seen gameplay of that one.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's been out for a little bit, but I'm getting back into the game. It's been a while since I got back into it. Thankfully, I didn't have to restart from the beginning, so I had my progress saved. Thankfully. Yeah,
That's
I could,
cool.
I could definitely see playing that because I've played a few games like that before, and I'm a fan of that kind of style.
It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
And it looks very good. Looks very polished, and like a lot of effort was put into it.
All right. All right. I'm going to do one just so I don't end up with a whole fucking list of them at the end, which I always do every fucking time.
Hey, Glove.
All right. So, hey, how's it going, Glav? Scourgebringer.
I also took a look at that one as well, but
That was one I had in backup in case I needed an extra one.
yeah,
Not surprised that you picked that one.
It looks like a mixture of Celeste and Hollow Knight to me. Like the movement seems like Celeste, the combat seems like Hollow Knight. I'm pumped. It comes out in a whopping day. I can wait that long. This is not the one I'm playing for the month, but I probably will play it at some point anyway. He is this. What? What
Cliff?
What Clav? He is this.
I don't know. Maybe one of us got cut off when we were talking when Clav joined.
Maybe. But no, I feel like this is a really cool game. I probably will play. Well, I won't even say probably. I'll play it at some point during the month. One way or another, I'll play it. But it literally does feel like the platforming of Celeste mixed with like the fast combat of Hollow Knight. Literally.
And I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fan of fast combat.
Looks good.
And it says,
love
don't
the adrenaline rush.
don't die. No shit, really?
Don't die.
All right.
Almost like that's not the objective of any game ever.
Since I have so many, I'll do one more.
The game has something to teach you via deaths. Then I don't like that game.
The Amazing Fantastics.
What a title.
Amazing Fantastics.
Yes, The Amazing Fantastics.
Kind of sounds like a comic book game.
It is, kind of.
Oh shit.
Is a turn-based RPG saga that puts players in the shoes of a hero who must assemble a team of superpowered allies to protect one of the most dangerous cities in the country.
Issue 1.
Yeah, issue 1.
So it is definitely comic book inspired.
Oh yeah, if you watch the gameplay, it's it's severely comic book inspired.
So is it gonna be like episodic? I can't stand episodic games. I don't care about the format. It's still episodic regardless of the format. Oh man. Well, turn-based combat. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Free form movement outside of combat. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's got like the comic book style storytelling between.
I'm a fan of that kind of thing. I played a couple of games like that.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing I'm looking for. It could be. Doesn't mean it is, but it could be.
Just needs
Yes.
a little potential.
Here's hoping.
All right, it's
God.
Steam and itch.io. Okay, Who else has got one?
Yeah, you started.
I've got a game that I thought that you would probably be interested in, Tim.
Mm.
It's called Top Run.
Run?
Top Run. Is that a pun on
I
Top
think-
Gun?
I think I looked at that one, but passed it up.
Top Run is an endless runner with platforming elements. Huh. Yeah, it sure does look like a VHS tape type game. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, is it one of those runner games?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run and you have to jump on the platforms and you try and get as far as you can.
Oh, I'm terrible with those kind of games.
And I like that like each character has a dog running with them.
Did I just see a pony?
I just saw a shark banging a unicorn.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh no,
But
it's
yeah,
a
there's a dog. The dog's costume is a unicorn.
Oh,
whoa.
And the character's costume was a shark.
Yes.
Whoa. I'm totally into this now. I'm into it.
I was watching this video for it. I was like, Tim might like this.
February 10th, huh?
Yeah.
Complete 100 plus missions. Holy fuck. Ah, hell, why not?
Cool skins from the 80s.
Hell yeah. If it's got the 80s in it, I'll play it. Fuck, it's probably gonna be free to play anyway. I mean, either that or really cheap, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Sometimes you'll be surprised.
that's true. That's true. Alright. So who's next?
Here's another one for you, Tim.
Yep.
Silver was looking at it too. Kunai.
Ah, yes.
How is this spelled?
Kunai.
Jinx.
Kunai.
You don't get to. You didn't say anything.
February 6th, the Arcade
Jinx.
Crew.
There you go.
Too late.
Right.
We already said something afterwards.
Kunai.
It looks like
me from my kunai at your face.
it looks like a sentient Game Boy.
Yeah, you can have guns and kunai to throw.
What the fuck?
Trippy, right?
It is. It is so indie but so enticing at the same time.
I would gladly play this. This looks really
This
fun
looked
to play.
right up Tim's alley when I saw it. I was like, Tim would love this.
Yeah. That's amazing.
The faces that the thing
Right?
makes.
Facial expressions as he's jumping around. I think it's like a sentient cell phone. I can't tell.
It looks like
Like
one.
it looks like its head is a cell phone.
Yeah, it does. Either that or a tablet. That's great.
Oh my god, all these games come out February 6th. Jesus Christ.
You know, right? It's like the
That day is going to be filled with. What the hell do I
Indies.
play? Which one do I play? What this or that or that? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's you play as Tabby, a tablet. Tabby the tablet.
You were close, Ray. You were close.
Joins the
Perfect.
fight against an uproar.
I love
Robot
uprising.
Rising.
I love the faces that the tablet makes too.
Right?
It's like, I'm happy, die.
Ching.
All right, you know what? I'm following this one. This one
Hi,
gets
it's a lovely day. I'm gonna kill you.
it gets the upvote. This one's just nuts enough where I'm like, all right, we got this. I like it.
Uh-oh, it looks like they were trained by a computer.
All right,
Aimbot.
all right. So next, anyone else got any?
Aside from Wasteland Remastered, that's it.
All right. Well, we got to talk about something. I mean, come on, man. You guys are letting me down.
Look, I was leaving this for you. I don't know if it's the
One
same thing.
Punch Man, a hero
Yep,
nobody
I
knows.
was leaving this for you. I
and
would have been disappointed if you didn't bring it.
You
and,
did bring it up while you guys were away from.
and seeing as how I have confidence because it is tax time, this is the game that I am going to review for next month. Even though it's a full price title, it has One Punch Man on it, so I have to play it.
I guess this will be it.
Do let us know how it works out.
So I don't know what
or
you
will
guys have
we
heard
see
about
it for
this.
ourselves?
You'll see it. I'm gonna buy it but not stream it. Are you nuts?
Okay, cheat.
I don't know what you guys have heard about this, but I heard that to balance Saitama, because he can't, like he like doesn't take any damage. I don't think.
hmm
Since it's 3v3, like you have 3 heroes and 3 heroes.
Mhm.
But if you choose Saitama, he comes in late. So
That's always his thing.
if you can beat Saitama's team before he gets there, you win. But once he gets there, he's basically unbeatable.
You just lose.
But
you-
if
you're
both
fucked.
people choose Saitama, they will both, the two Saitamas can damage each other, but they won't stagger each other at all.
Damn.
That's awesome though.
Interesting way to balance the character who is literally unbeatable.
Listen, you know what? Honestly, I'm not even worried by it. One, I do want the nighttime outfit though. I want
Oh,
the.
it's got something that I really love in games. Character creation.
Yeah,
That for me personally, that's one of my selling points.
right there.
But also the fact that I loved One Punch Man. I fucking loved it. It
I
was
can make my own
chaotic,
hero.
amazing.
Yes,
Exactly.
you
And we could pretend to be Saitama as well.
Yeah, but I'm saying
can.
I'd make
Especially if
my.
you get that Saitama mask.
I'm gonna make myself a character in One Punch Man. That is worth the price of admission right there.
I agree.
For somebody that loves One Punch Man as much as I do.
I'm going to get this game myself. I am.
I just like listen. Kill la Kill the video game was fucking awful. And
Such a shame.
it killed me because
Like,
I
think
loved
it was a good idea, but apparently it did not execute very well at all.
No, and I hope
It wasn't to beat him up. It should have been more story focused.
I hope to God they learned their lesson with this shit. I hope
Wait, so the people that made this?
not the same people.
Okay, well, good. Then you should have a little bit more hope, just a little bit more.
I know, but
published
it's
by Bandai, but Bandai have been on a little bit of a well.
Oh, that was-
streak.
that was so fucking funny. For one hit, 999,000 damage. Look at right. One hit, first attack, 99,999 damage.
Basically, you die.
Yeah, he just one
It's
punched.
like instant death.
Yeah, but look at if you look at it, it just looks like he went That's good. Okay,
Well, it's Saitama. You can't.
It's like
kill him.
it's like the demon
I know, but that's
Slayer. It just
great,
kinda
though.
goes,
Oh my god.
And you-
I
and you
really,
fight in
really
space.
love that.
Oh,
I
fuck
really
yeah.
love that balancing is gonna work though. I really hope it does.
I don't know. I think that might be the deal breaker right there, is if they can actually like make it fair with Saitama.
Yeah, I mean, sadly though, it's not a One Punch Man game without Saitama, so
Right.
he has to be in the game, one way or another.
I'd rather play as Genos.
And if you
I
can't
agree.
play as him,
Genos is really cool.
if you can't play as Saitama, then there's no
You
point.
can play
about
as
the game
Saitama.
for a lot of people.
You can
I
play.
know,
He's
but if you
in there.
couldn't- I
Yeah.
know, but if you couldn't,
Then it'd be
people would
fucked.
well, yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
Well,
Can't
there
play
would be no
Saitama.
point. It's not One Punch Man if you don't have One Punch Man. It's the whole
Uh-huh.
point.
Yeah.
Literally in the title.
precisely.
All right. So what's next on the docket? Anybody else have any more, or is it just me going through all the rest of mine?
Probably just you.
Probably.
I love how you guys say that. It's
I
like
mean, Silver says we don't do DLC, but I feel obligated to mention that Wargroove is getting. A
oh, DLC that makes it co-op.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
if it adds,
And
if it
it's-
adds
and it's free.
legitimate features.
and
It
it's
is
free.
free.
If it adds legitimate features, I guess we can make an exception, right?
Yeah.
Double trouble.
Do you agree with that, Tim?
Tell-
Yeah.
If it adds features,
Yeah. If it's something that isn't bullshit, sure.
okay. Well, there you go. New addition to the podcast then.
New amendment to the
We can
rule.
allow, yeah, we can allow DLC or expansions that add enough content or actual new features.
That's
That
cool
weren't just
though.
ripped from the game.
I do like how it makes it so you can play co-op though.
Well, hey,
That'll have to be interesting. We'll have to see what that's
Hey.
like.
Even I might pick up the game if
Warcrew's available on Game Pass on PC and Xbox.
Warcraft
I'm aware.
me
Warcraft is on
personally.
everything, and it has crossplay.
Yep.
I really liked
Mm.
Wargroove.
So-
And there is a faction that is bandits, but you can't play anything with them. And now they're adding them as playable
Like
commanders.
they didn't have any hero characters to
No.
go with them.
All right. But I want to play this with somebody. So if anybody wants
I
to
would
play
love
it,
to play
yeah.
it with you.
Okay. Let's see. I'll go through mine quick because you know me. I have to go. I have to go to the fucking extreme with everything. I know, guys. All right.
Mega Man, of course. I was expecting that.
Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection. These games are fucking great. These are based way after the Mega Man X series. Like, this is the future's future.
I'm still confused on the Mega Man timeline.
Watch a video. There's one that explains everything.
I'm sure it's not nearly as complex as the Zelda timeline.
Nope, it's not, because it actually
God.
makes fucking sense.
Oh god, freaking Zelda timeline! Please don't bring that up.
Yeah.
I saw a video on that lately, and it was over an hour long.
Eh,
I saw
Well, at least it's not explaining the Kingdom Hearts timeline. Ugh.
There is no timeline.
That one's a train wreck.
Kingdom Hearts has no timeline. It's just like, here's a whole bunch of
Hey,
characters.
look, apparently somebody's made sense of it because there are lots of videos on it.
Yeah, but I am super pumped. I am going to be playing this, obviously, because who do I love? Mega Man. So, it might not be right away, but I'm going to play it. I mean, right now, it's even if pre-order, it's on sale for $24, which is a better deal than the X collection, which they made you buy 2 of them at $20 a piece to get the whole entire collection. Fuck them.
Ugh.
Greedy bastards. All right. So that one's off the list. I'm not gonna keep you guys here all night with this, but I do want to give these games at least a little bit of time here. All right. So this one is Dead Time Defenders, which we've discussed before, but not on the podcast. It's the 18th that comes out, and this one is pretty much like Castle Crashers in a way, but like a little more fucking insane.
Guns?
More
Oh
insane.
god, that fucking face.
Yeah. Defeat enemies, collect loot. And there's lots of loot. Lots and lots of loot.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of loot.
Yeah, but it's basically like Castle Crashers, except a little more LSD.
I was about to say, it looks kind of like Castle Crashers.
And guns.
I know this question is going to be stupid, but yeah, is there any PvP portion?
Probably
I know
not.
I have to always ask. But
Nope.
You know me.
Nope. There's your answer. Nope.
Good.
Wonderful.
Then
Is there
I would take it-
explosions?
I would take.
Of course there's explosions.
No shit. I would take it
Then
into
that sounds like a
consideration.
fun game.
I would take it into consideration then.
Fuck.
Is there explosions? Something blows up on screen. Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, I gotta follow this one. Oh, I'm already following this one. Yeah, I forgot. I was really excited when I saw this one because I was like, there needs to be more games like Castle Crashers. Except the people that made Castle Crashers are now releasing a remake of like their oldest game instead. I was disappointed. Yeah. You know, the Behemoth, the people that made Castle Crashers. They're remastering their first game they ever made instead of doing a Castle Crashers sequel. God damn them. Okay, so the next one is Kogret, which,
The hell? That's a weird name.
yep, a futuristic horror survival game, which I figured Silver would love. It includes different modes such as a zombie mode, multiplayer mode, and of course an epic campaign mode. So it has both.
It says its release date is January 27th.
But it didn't come out.
And he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, see? Now
What a
it's
strange name, though.
look at they pushed it back to February 27th.
Why did they change that then? To February, damn it.
I don't know, but it actually looks pretty good. The game itself looks pretty fucking good.
Okay, I don't understand why I'm missing some of these things.
Yeah.
Kugrat. What a strange name. What is that even supposed to mean? Why am I even asking?
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah. This might be a game I may pick up. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Look at you even get to do karate. I mean, fuck, man.
Why would you want to karate chop a zombie? It's not like they'd feel it. But hey, why not, right?
True, but it actually does look pretty cool. I have a feeling it's going to be free to play.
It doesn't look like shit.
Because you know what it says in it? It says single player online PvP, LAN PvP, online co-op, LAN co-op, in-app purchases, which that pretty much tells me it's going to be free to play.
Yeah, I just hope it's not going to be too egregious with its...
And remote play together. Oh, all right.
Oh. Oh my.
Yeah, remote play definitely seems to indicate that it would be free to play.
But I'm interested. It looks like something that could be good down the road. I mean, it might not be great when it comes out in early access, but it's something to probably watch going forward.
Yeah.
It's getting made by one guy,
Oh boy.
Ashnell Marchand? Yeah, Marchand. And it's published by Arsenal Animations. This is a one-man crew.
Oh boy.
But I don't know. It doesn't look bad to me.
Well,
Not at all.
if he does it right, I wish him well.
Okay, here's another one that if you paid attention at PAX last year, you heard about, which is finally coming out now.
I can barely remember PAX, to be honest with you. The biggest thing there for me was Cyberpunk.
How about
Oh yeah.
Conan Chop Chop?
That was so silly when I first saw that.
Look at the first image you see. Oh, just like
Oh
gremlins.
my gosh. That looks great.
So is this gonna be like kind of game that's like Castle Crushers? Or something?
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
looks
it
like
is.
Castle Crashers Eggman.
He comes in. Raw die.
Ching, 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 ching. Oh no.
You can't tell me this is like a mixture art style of like Castle Crashers and Don't Starve.
Oh, and Full Metal Furies.
Yeah,
We still need to finish that, Tim.
that game's hard as fuck.
I know. We tried so hard with that freaking boss so many times. It's
Or play with yourself. I
just
love
so
it.
frustrating.
I love how it said that. Or play with yourself. All right, see, this would be a perfect co-op game. You can't tell me it wouldn't be.
It
My
definitely was.
gosh.
Oh shit. February 25th.
There you go.
Oh, similar to games you've played. Monster
Castle
Hunter
Crashers?
and Monster Hunter World.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Steam,
believe that part, the second part.
No.
Steam, you're high. Go
Yeah.
home.
Steam, you're home. Go high.
Okay, so Silver, I told you that yesterday that I had a game that was coming off of Epic exclusive.
Uh-huh.
Good.
So now we're gonna check out Genesis Alpha 1.
Genesis.
It came out
Yeah,
February of 2019 on the Epic Store.
Okay. I barely remember that. But yeah, now that you bring it up, okay, yeah, I'm getting a memory flashback. Yeah, we definitely did speak about this last year.
It was one of the games where Deadshot was like, "I'd play it if it wasn't Epic exclusive." But no,
I promise not to rat on that anymore. So, but yeah,
but this
I,
this is a cool. It's like it's got a horde mode and it's got base building, and it actually has roguelike adventure in it.
I like base building.
Yeah, and it's had a whole entire year to marinate, so like it's actually a good game now. Because when it first came out, it was buggy as crap.
I guess we have one thing to thank Epic for.
Yeah.
I also like roguelikes. I've played quite a few myself.
Well, you can build your own starship in this game.
Cool.
Okay, that's a plus for me.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty terrible at building starships because I've tried to do this in Empire, and it's too much for one person. I need more people.
It seems like it's more base than Starship, but
Yeah, space station. Yeah, I mean, Empyrean takes that on the block to block freaking scale. Oh boy, can't imagine how long it's going to take me to build a freaking starship. Months, maybe a year by myself.
But I feel like this game deserves a shot now that it's on Steam.
Yeah.
I don't, I know a lot of people are like, it's on Epic, I'm not gonna touch it. I know. I mean, that it is starting to die down, and it is kind of nice not to fucking hear that all the time.
Tim, if you keep bringing it up, eventually someone's going to say something. So,
Right.
you know.
No, I'm done. I'm just
I
saying.
know. It's just that if you don't want me to bring it up ever again, despite my promise, still,
Well, then don't lie.
well, I will not, because I know you're not lying.
Because now I have to say the games that are on Epic that are coming up for my games. I got two of them.
I know what's
no, Tim, it's fine. Just pretend like they're new releases. We won't know the difference.
Oh, this one actually is though.
yeah,
Okay.
Zombie Army 4 is on Epic. I know that.
No, this one is Overpass,
Overpass.
which
I haven't
is
heard about this one.
okay. Overpass is basically instead of your normal driving game, this one is basically your whole idea is you get a big giant truck and you're trying to drive over like extreme obstacles without fucking up and getting stuck. So it's yeah, like it's basically an obstacle course, but instead of having an actual track, you are making your own track.
Huh. Good for those that are creative.
Oh, that'd be great with like a steering wheel and a pedal. Oh, dude, I'd love that shit. I'm really thinking about getting one. Now that I've been playing now that I'm going to be Truck Simulator, I'm like, "Oh man, it wouldn't be great to have like the shifter and the fucking steering wheel."
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes. It'd be great.
I need to get
Make it more immersive.
I need to get the trucker hat, get a CB radio. Be like, I need some chewing, need a spit bottle. Then I'm ready to do real streams of American Truck Simulator. Breaker 19, we got ourselves a scat rattling down Route 9. Okay, and the last one is Foregone, which this one I'm super excited about, and I've been saving my coupon that I still have, the $10 coupon from Epic, for this game, so it becomes more affordable for me.
Foregone.
It is a fluid 2D platforming adventure game, but it looks really good, really fun, really colorful,
I like that art
It
style.
does.
really
I'm a
fast.
fan of such classic art styles like that. I'm really a fan of that.
If it gives me like,
Animations are very fluid, very nice.
yeah, it's got like that 2D, but like almost like Assassin's Creed with like the movement and the way you
Dead
can
Cells.
just yeah,
Dead Cells.
yep.
Hey, even I might pick that up.
And with the
You really need to make a note of these games.
and see
I
with the coupon, this game is only $15.
I still have to.
And it's totally worth $15, I feel. If it comes out in any type of shape close to where it looks right now, it's totally going to be worth it. And yes, it is cheaper when it's in early access. But
On Steam, no anyone else really.
yeah, but you know what? I think it's worth buying in early access and having it as a game where you can play through it originally, see what the game has, wait till they're done and go back and hammer it. You know what I mean? Like just like I did
Just like with
Crosscode. Or yeah,
Yeah, and Crosscode. Yeah, I played a bit of that before it came out. Yeah, I still need to get back into that game. Thank you for reminding me.
see. But yeah, that's why I look everywhere, because I want to find different types of games for everybody. You know, you got like Kograt, which is like survival horror. You got this is like Dead Cells, and then you got like The Amazing Fantastics, which is just some weird comic book based game, and then Conan Chop Chop, which is like Castle Crashers, and then I like to try and find a good mixture of things. But yeah, that's it for me. Unless one of you guys has anything left to say.
No game choices. Nope.
No, I think that's about it for
I
games.
think that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you, everybody who came by and watched tonight. Thank you guys for being a part of everything. And I will be back streaming tomorrow. Don't really know what yet, but I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do after Wednesday, so I'm not really worried about Wednesday. I'm just going to do something when I get there. Thank you guys for the support, and I will see you tomorrow regardless. So thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your evening.
Twas a pleasure.